Well, no matter how cautious you are, if you're being adventurous and trying to find really good spots to camp or to go hiking, there's a good chance that you may get stuck.
We're Rich and Robin,
and this is our midlife van.
subscribe and follow along on our adventures.
Driving in Baja is pretty crazy. There are quite a few surprises that happen. So there's a few tools that I think everybody should have just in case. If you are veering off the beaten path, then you probably should at least have some of these things. So a must always should have traction boards. Traction boards are a good way to get out if you're stuck in sand. You also want to make sure you have a good shovel. Go ahead and get the sand away from the wheels, enough to be able to then wedge the traction boards under the wheels so you can be able to actually drive out. But a lot of the dirt roads we're on, we have front-wheel drive ProMaster, and we're able to navigate on the roads. If it gets super sandy that you could sink, at that point you want to make sure you air down the drive wheels. In the case of the ProMaster, it's going to be the front to be able to give you more traction. If it is a lot of washboard roads, it's always better to air down front and rear, and that'll help just smooth out the ride. You can actually go a little bit faster and almost like float over the washboard. Stands, tire deflators, you can program them or set the pressure to be able to just put them onto the valve stem, and then it'll automatically deflate, and that'll get it down to the pressure so the tire can get more traction. If you're going to deflate, which you should, especially if you start to get into some soft sand or mud, you got to make sure you have a good compressor. So some of the cheap Walmart compressors may help you out in an emergency, but they're probably going to die pretty quick. A good Via Air is a good compressor. You also want to make sure that you have some good jumper cables if you're traveling with other people. Out by yourself, adventuring without any other caravan, probably you should have some kind of a jumper battery. So jumper cables are good if you're around other people, but if not, these little battery packs actually work really well. They're pretty impressive of how well they work for being a small little battery, but they'll get you started most of the time. If you have a diesel, you probably want a larger jumper battery. You'll be surprised how well they work. Most of these are 30,000 milliamp hour batteries that will actually give you a good boost up to maybe 400 or 500 amps. Carry traction boards or track boards, carry a tow rope just in case it gets bad and somebody needs to help you out. One of the other things you probably want to keep is a tow rope. So make sure you get a tow rope that's probably good for 20 or 30,000 pounds, but probably get a good 8 or 10 foot tow rope. That'll be good if you are truly stuck. Hopefully you'll be able to wave down somebody. You'll be able to connect it to your tow hook, and then hopefully they can help pull you out. The tow hook for the ProMasters is in with the jack kit. Out of the factory, the jack kits are underneath the passenger seat, and the jack is a pretty robust jack, and then it also have this little eyelet. Remove the little cover on your front bumper. It's like a 1 inch by 1 inch cover, and then this tow hook will then screw into your bumper beam, and that'll give you a good anchoring point to be able to have somebody pull you out with a tow rope.
Having these items on hand will help when you want to go out and explore off the beaten path to get to beautiful beaches like these.